Tax preparation software buyer discovery has moved into a new phase. Consumers are asking AI systems to compare providers, explain pricing, identify free filing options, and recommend trusted shortlists before they ever visit a brand website. The August 2026 benchmark shows that AI platforms are becoming primary shortlist builders in this category, and that shift changes where marketing advantage is won. Hey, I'm Mark Huntley, founder and CEO of Siteworks Studio. At Siteworks Studio, we study how brands show up across Google, AI answers, and the public sources buyers trust before making decisions, and how that visibility turns into credible citations, comparisons, and recommendations. The first key insight in tax preparation software is that AI recommendation strength is forming a two-tier market. FreeTaxUSA leads modeled monthly AI authority value at $104,227, with 82.2% valid recommendation coverage across 702 eligible observations. TurboTax appears in 96.0% of observations and holds $94,477 in modeled value. That difference matters because the benchmark separates raw presence from recommendation credit. TurboTax has the broadest presence and the strongest rank 1 position. FreeTaxUSA converts more of its presence into valid recommendations across the prompt set. For executives, that is the strategic line. Being visible in AI answers and being advanced onto buyer shortlists are different commercial outcomes. TurboTax still owns the most powerful first position signal in the category. The analysis found TurboTax appeared first in 275 of 702 observations, a 39.2% rank 1 rate, with an average recommended rank of 1.70. In high-intent discovery prompts, that gives the brand a meaningful attention advantage. But FreeTaxUSA leads total modeled recommendation value because it earns broader recommendation coverage. It shows up as a recommended option more consistently across platforms and prompt types. This is why leaders need prompt-level monitoring. A brand can dominate one kind of question and underperform in another. A rank 1 lead on some prompts is valuable, but broader top 3 coverage across the journey can produce a stronger overall recommendation footprint. The report is also careful about the modeled value. These are benchmark-level estimates based on prompt volume, commercial intent, and rank weighting. They are not revenue, pipeline, booked sales, quote volume, or guaranteed ROI. The biggest warning sign in the benchmark is the gap between mentions and valid recommendations. TaxAct appeared in 67.1% of observations, but earned valid recommendation credit in only 48.0%. TaxSlayer appeared in 73.4% of observations, but captured only about 5.1% of modeled opportunity value. That means AI systems recognize these brands. They can describe them, they include them in responses, but they do not consistently advance them into the buyer's shortlist. In tax preparation software, where trust, pricing, free filing, and data sensitivity all shape buyer behavior, that gap is commercially important. Top 3 placement is the shortlist signal. Rank 1 placement is the primary attention signal. A mention in a comparison table, a neutral description, or a factual reference may help visibility, but it does not carry the same commercial weight as a positive ranked recommendation. The report suggests that AI systems are drawing from a public evidence layer that includes official brand websites, editorial reviews, comparison content, tax filing directories, community discussions, and review platforms. This citation architecture is especially important in tax preparation software because buyers are sharing sensitive financial and personal information. FreeTaxUSA's leading modeled value position points to a strong and coherent public evidence footprint. Its 0.9135 net sentiment score and 82.2% recommendation coverage suggest that AI systems can find consistent, positive material to synthesize. Cash App Taxes shows a different strength. It has the highest net sentiment score in the category at 0.955 and 0 negative mentions across the 702 observations. Its top 3 rate is 30.6% and its rank 1 rate is 6.4%, so its framing is very strong even though its shortlist depth is more moderate. That distinction matters. Positive sentiment helps, but shortlist placement still has to be earned. TurboTax carries the highest negative visibility rate at 3.0%, with 21 negative mentions. The benchmark suggests pricing criticism in public sources may create a framing risk, even for the strongest Rank 1 brand. Another executive-level finding is that recommendation coverage is not uniform across AI platforms. Cash App taxes perform more strongly on Gemini and Google AI platforms. FreeTaxUSA led on ChatGPT with an estimated 25.0% captured share of platform opportunity. TurboTax led on Perplexity with a 75.8% Rank 1 rate on that platform. For CMOs and growth leaders, this means a single AI visibility score can hide important risk. Buyers using different AI systems may see different shortlists. The right operating model is platform-level and prompt cluster monitoring, consideration prompts, pricing prompts, comparison prompts, free filing prompts, and trust-focused prompts. Brands that disappear in one cluster may lose the decision before the buyer reaches the website. The leadership takeaway is clear. Tax preparation software brands need to optimize for recommendation stage visibility, not raw mentions alone. The top 4 brands in the benchmark capture 68.1% of modeled AI recommendation value, and that concentration creates pressure on every brand below the top tier. Executives should fund the citation architecture behind AI-generated shortlists. Accurate owned content, strong comparison coverage, review validation, consistent entity information, and prompt-level measurement. AI search visibility is becoming a recommendation system, and the brands that build the strongest public evidence layer will be better positioned when buyers ask AI which tax preparation software to trust.